England is one of the most mapped, photographed, and documented countries on Earth. Every street has been driven by a Google car. Every field has been captured by satellite. And yet, there are places in this country that have been deliberately hidden, blurred, sealed, or simply forgotten. Secret underground cities built for nuclear war. Military villages you're not allowed to enter. Tunnels beneath your favorite cities that nobody talks about, and buildings so sensitive that even Google was told to look the other way. These are 15 secret places in England that Google Maps won't show you. And number 1 is an underground city the size of a small town that the British government kept secret for over 50 years. This is Dust and Stories. If you want to see the places they don't want you to know about, subscribe right now. Number 15. The Victoria Tunnel, Newcastle. Running 2¼ miles beneath the streets of Newcastle, there's a tunnel most people above have no idea exists. The Victoria Tunnel was built in the 1840s to transport coal from Spittletongue's colliery down to the River Tyne. 200 men took nearly 3 years to dig it. When the colliery closed because its coal was considered inferior, the tunnel was abandoned. Then the Second World War arrived. The tunnel was converted into an air raid shelter, and thousands of Newcastle residents crammed into its narrow passages while bombs fell on the city above. You can still see the remnants of public signs, wooden seating, and wartime graffiti down there. Guided tours run today, but most people in Newcastle have lived their entire lives without knowing there is a Victorian coal tunnel running directly beneath their streets. Number 14. The Nottingham Caves. Beneath the streets of Nottingham lies a maze of over 500 sandstone caves that date back to the Dark Ages. For centuries, people carved out these spaces and used them for everything: homes, storage, tanneries, pubs, air, raid shelters, even prisons. Some of the caves are over 1,000 years old. During the Victorian era, entire families lived underground in conditions so appalling that the government eventually banned cave dwelling. Many of the caves were sealed and forgotten. Today you can visit some of them through the City of Caves attraction, but hundreds more remain sealed beneath shops, houses, and office buildings across the city. Most of the people working above them have no idea they're sitting on top of a medieval underground city. Number 13. The Manchester Abandoned Subway. In the 1960s, Manchester had plans to build its own underground rail system, similar to the London Tube. Construction actually began beneath the Arndale Centre in the city centre. Tunnels were dug. Structures were built. Then the money ran out and the plans were scrapped. The partially built subway system was sealed and left underground. On top of that, Manchester has an older layer of Victorian tunnels, the Victoria Arches, built into the embankment of the River Irwell. These tunnels were once used for storage and as air raid shelters, and parts of them are still accessible. Put it all together, and Manchester has an entire hidden underground network that was started, abandoned, and built over without most of the city ever knowing it was there. Number 12. The Porthcurno Telegraph Tunnels, Cornwall. During the Second World War, a tiny village near Land's End in Cornwall became one of the most important communications centers in the world. Porthcurno was where undersea telegraph cables connected Britain to the rest of the globe, carrying top-secret military messages that could change the course of the war. The operation was so vital that the government ordered the entire facility to be moved underground. Tin miners were recruited to dig tunnels into the hillside, but locals were told the men were simply building a shortcut to the local pub. Behind massive bomb-proof steel doors, operators sent and received encrypted messages day and night. Today, the tunnels are part of a museum, but the fact that one of England's most critical wartime operations was hidden inside a Cornish cliff and disguised as a path to a pub is a story most people have never heard. Number 11. The Kingsway Exchange Tunnels, London. 30 meters beneath the streets of Holborn, there's a mile-long network of tunnels that were kept secret for nearly 70 years. Built during the Second World War to protect civilians from the Blitz, the Kingsway Exchange tunnels were later taken over by the government and used as a classified communications hub. During the Cold War, they became the central switching point for all international telephone calls, leaving and entering the United Kingdom. MI5, MI6, and the intelligence services all ran operations through these tunnels. It's even rumored that the tunnels inspired Ian Fleming's Q branch in the James Bond novels. The facility was decommissioned and sealed in the early 2000s. Plans are now underway to transform the tunnels into a tourist attraction, but for decades, thousands of Londoners walked along Kingsway every day with no idea that one of the most important intelligence facilities in British history was directly beneath their feet. Number 10. GCHQ, Cheltenham. If you search for GCHQ on Google Maps, you'll find something interesting. The headquarters of Britain's Signals Intelligence Agency, the organization responsible for intercepting communications and conducting cyber operations worldwide, is partially blurred. The distinctive circular building, nicknamed the Donut, is visible, but certain details are obscured. GCHQ is the British equivalent of America's NSA, and its activities are so classified that even acknowledging some of its operations is a criminal offense. The building sits in the middle of suburban Cheltenham, surrounded by ordinary houses and shops, which somehow makes it even more unsettling. One of the most powerful surveillance operations on Earth, hiding behind a hedge in a quiet English town. We're not even halfway through, and we haven't even gotten to the underground cities yet. Subscribe now. This only gets wilder from here. Number 9. The Auxiliary. Units bunkers. During the Second World War, the British Army built over 600 secret underground bunkers, possibly more than 1,000, hidden in forests and fields across England. These bunkers were built for small teams of fighters called auxiliary units, trained to carry out guerrilla warfare if Germany successfully invaded Britain. The men were expected to survive no more than a few weeks. The bunkers were tiny, 12 to 15 feet long, furnished with bunk beds, chemical toilets, basic cooking equipment, and rations that included rum. Some were built beneath abandoned manor houses. One was built inside a badger's den, another inside an old root cellar. After the war, the bunkers were supposed to be destroyed. Many weren't. The men who knew about them kept the secret for decades. Today, historians and enthusiasts are still finding them, hidden beneath forest floors across the English countryside, slowly rotting away in silence. Nobody knows exactly how many are still out there. Number 8. Imber, Salisbury Plain. In the heart of Salisbury Plain, there's an entire English village that has been empty since 1943. Imber was a small farming community of about 150 people when the War Office arrived and told them they had to leave within 47 days. The military needed the village for training exercises. The residents were promised they could return after the war. They never did. Today, Imber is still owned by the Ministry of Defense and sits inside a live firing range. The stone cottages stand empty. The Church of St. Giles is the only building that's been maintained, and it opens to the public on just a handful of days each year, usually around Christmas and Easter. The rest of the time, Imber is completely off-limits. If you try to enter without permission, you'll be stopped by military police. An entire English village, frozen in time for over 80 years, surrounded by shell craters and tank tracks. Number 7. The ROC posts. Scattered across the English countryside, hidden in fields and behind hedgerows, there are hundreds of small underground bunkers that most people walk past without ever noticing. These are Royal Observer Corps monitoring posts, tiny underground stations built during the Cold War to detect and report nuclear explosions. Each post was manned by volunteer observers who would descend through a hatch, climb down a ladder, and sit in a cramped concrete chamber waiting for the worst to happen. They were equipped with instruments to measure blast pressure, radiation levels, and fallout patterns. After the Royal Observer Corps was stood down in 1991, most of the posts were sealed. Some were demolished. But many still exist, their hatches rusting in fields, their underground chambers intact, their instruments still in place. You could be standing in a farmer's field right now, a few feet above a Cold War nuclear monitoring station, and you'd never know it was there. Number 6. The Leeds Underground Network. Beneath the streets of Leeds lies a network of tunnels, bunkers, and abandoned passages that the city has never fully mapped. Below the Queen's Hotel on City Square, there are reportedly interconnected tunnels rumored to contain storage areas filled with historic paintings and chandeliers. Beneath the Marion Center, there's an abandoned pedestrian subway system, a series of underpasses built to help shoppers cross busy roads, sealed and forgotten when the roads were redesigned. Beneath the railway station, more tunnels lead toward the River Aire. And beneath all of that, there are remnants of Roman roads and medieval cellars that nobody has fully explored. Leeds doesn't advertise any of this. Most residents have no idea their city is built on top of a hidden underground world. Number 5. The Stony Littleton Long Barrow, Somerset. This one is different from the others on this list. It's not hidden by the government or the military. It's hidden by time. Near the village of Wellow in Somerset, there's a 5,000-year-old burial chamber built into a hillside. The Stony Littleton Long Barrow is one of the best-preserved Neolithic tombs in England, with a stone-lined passage leading to a series of chambers where human remains were once placed. It predates Stonehenge by over 1,000 years. You can actually crawl inside through a low entrance that forces you to bend almost double, and stand in a space that was used for burial rituals 5 millennia ago. The air inside is still and cold. The stones are exactly as they were placed by hands that have been dust for thousands of years. And most people in England have never heard of it. Number 4. RAF, Fylingdales, Yorkshire. On the North York moors, a massive radar station sits behind fences and warning signs, scanning the skies for incoming ballistic missiles. RAF Fylingdales is part of the United States Ballistic Missile Early Warning System and would be one of the first facilities to detect a nuclear attack on the Western world. The original station featured 3 enormous white radar spheres, nicknamed the golf balls, that became one of the most recognizable and eerie landmarks in Yorkshire. Those were replaced in 1992 by a single solid pyramid-shaped radar structure that looks like something out of a science fiction film. The facility is completely off-limits to the public. Armed military police patrol the perimeter. And while the building itself is visible on Google Maps, much of the surrounding restricted area and its infrastructure is deliberately obscured or absent from satellite imagery. Number 3. The Drakelow Tunnels, Worcestershire, beneath. The quiet countryside of Worcestershire. There's a 3.5-mile network of tunnels that were carved into the sandstone during the Second World War. The Drakelow tunnels were built as a shadow factory, a secret underground facility where Rover manufactured engines for military aircraft, safe from German bombing. After the war, the tunnels were repurposed as a regional seat of government, a nuclear bunker designed to house local government officials in the event of a nuclear attack. The facility was equipped with blast doors, communication systems, decontamination areas, and enough supplies to sustain hundreds of people underground for weeks. The bunker was decommissioned in the early 1990s. Today, it's one of the few Cold War underground facilities you can actually visit, but only on organized tours. The rest of the time, it sits locked behind steel doors in a hillside, invisible from the road above. Number 2. Monselsea Forts, Thames Estuary, standing in the oary, shallow waters of the Thames Estuary like rusting giants from a science fiction film. The Monselsea Forts are one of England's strangest and most haunting sights. Built during the Second World War to defend the coast against German air raids and naval mines, these steel and concrete towers were each armed with anti-aircraft guns and manned by military crews who lived and worked above the waves. After the war, the forts were abandoned by the military. In the 1960s, they were briefly occupied by pirate radio stations, most famously Radio Caroline, broadcasting pop music to millions of listeners from structures the government had forgotten about. Today, the forts are rusting and crumbling, accessible only by boat, and they look like nothing else on Earth. Some have partially collapsed into the sea. Others still stand, defiant and skeletal, rising from the gray water like monuments to a war most people have forgotten. Number 1, Burlington, Corsham, Wiltshire, and finally, one that changes how you think about England entirely. 100 feet beneath the quiet Wiltshire market town of Corsham lies a 35-acre underground city. It's called Burlington, and it was built in the late 1950s to house the entire British government in the event of a nuclear war. The facility was constructed inside an existing network of limestone quarries and fitted with everything a functioning government would need to survive underground for months. 60 miles of roads, offices for 4,000 people, a telephone exchange, a hospital, kitchens and canteens, a BBC broadcasting studio so the Prime Minister could address whatever was left of the nation from beneath the rubble. There was even a pub, reportedly called the Rose and Crown, modeled after a favorite Whitehall drinking spot. The facility had its own rail spur connecting it to the main London to Bristol line, so the royal family and senior politicians could be evacuated by train at short notice. Burlington was kept completely secret for over 50 years. Not even local residents knew it was there. It was finally decommissioned in 2004 and briefly put up for sale. Nobody bought it. The underground city still sits beneath Corsham, fully intact, unopened boxes of government-issue supplies still stacked on shelves, telephones that haven't rung in decades lining empty desks, and a 35-acre silence beneath a town that goes about its business without ever looking down. England looks like a country that has nothing left to hide. Every field is mapped. Every building is photographed. Every street is on Google. But beneath the surface, literally beneath the surface, there are places that most people will never see and were never supposed to know about. Nuclear bunkers, secret wartime factories, underground cities built for the end of the world, and they're all still down there right now, while life carries on above. If this video showed you an England you didn't know existed, subscribe to Dust and Stories. Next week, we're going somewhere that even Google tried to erase from the map. Like the video. Drop a comment telling us which place on this list blew your mind. And thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.